Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mitesh Gala. Welcome to Rough Book, a learning companion.
Hi, we're getting into circles 17C, the last exercise, lengthy exercise slightly, so I'm breaking it into two parts. So in this video, we are going to do part 1 and we'll try and finish whatever maximum sums we can, alright. Properties, you already know all the 17 properties by now, they're there in the description as well, so please pick it up from there, but see to it you learn them well, otherwise you're going to find this topic tough. So if you've not got them, please do that first and then come back. If you started right now without those properties learned, you're going to have a tough time. Alright, this is your sum number 1 from exercise 17C. They say that AB is a diameter, this angle is 30. Your target is to find this angle X. Damn simple. So come on, pause the video, try on your own, write the entire sum, get the answer correct and only then come back. Alright. Okay, so let's go about it. You know this is 30, so this also will be 30 angles inscribed in the same arc. Diameter, so this has to be 90, and then angle sum property for this triangle, you will get this straight away 60. Isn't it very simple? Yeah, that's why it is sum number 1 and you can't expect such easy sums in the exam. So come on, let's write it. So statement number 1, angle ACD is equal to ABD. Reason will be angles inscribed in same arc are congruent. Please write the entire statement on the exam. So therefore angle ABD becomes 30. So we managed to get this 30. Now for this X, we'll first say that this is 90. So angle ADB is equal to 90 degrees. Reason, angles formed in a semicircle is a right angle, and since it is a right angle, get into the triangle and apply angle sum property. So ADB, I can say that angle BAD is equal to 180 minus 90 minus 30. So finally I can state that X is equal to 60 degrees. So we already knew the answer, we just wanted to understand what is the flow of the steps, and I'm sure most of you all managed to write this. If you did that, great job, high five. Let's go to the next one, sum number 2. The diagram is already given to you. It's also a simple question but asked in a different way. They've given you this is 30 degree and O is the center. Prove that BC is equal to the radius. So the clue, join OB and OC. Now if BC is the radius, that means BC is equal to OB equals to OC. So your target is to prove that this equals to this equals to this. So if all three are equal, it's an equilateral triangle, so each angle is 60. So how will you prove each angle 60? If you did that, you're sorted. Exactly, angle at the center is double the angle on circumference, and then base angles are equal because isosceles, so each is 60. So equilateral, therefore all sides are equal. Simple, isn't it? But can you present this? That's the main challenge. If you're taking the challenge, come on, present it, and then you can come back and check it with the video. But first try and present it on your own. So step 1, first get the 60. So BAC double of BOC. Angle at the center double the angle of the circumference. So write the entire statement, angle at the center is double the angle on the circumference subtended by same arc. No shortcuts allowed like this sub and all that. You need to write entire. I don't have place, so I'm just trying to use shortcuts. So we get therefore BAC is 30. Sorry, BAC is this is where we messed up. BOC, the center, is double on the circumference BAC. So BOC we are trying to find double of 30, which will be 60. So we managed to get the 60. Now jump into this triangle isosceles. So in triangle OBC, OB equals OC, and therefore we can say angle OBC equals to OCB equals to X. Finally X plus 60 is equal to 180. So therefore 2x will be 120. So x will be 60. Therefore triangle BOC is an equilateral triangle. And since it's an equilateral triangle, I can say that OB equals OC equals BC, and therefore BC is equal to the radius. So it's a simple question but asked in a very effective way. So you need to know how to go with the flow. I hope you managed this one. Brilliant. Let's go to the next one. Sum number 4. Let's see if you can tackle this one. This is not difficult and we've done this type in the previous exercises. This is 65 and this is the center of the circle, so diameter, and these two lines are parallel. Your target is to find DEC. So obviously alternate angles. If you get this, you get this. To get this, you need to get these two angles, diameter, so 90. So the only thing I want you to find is this, and that's it. You said it. Perfect. 65 angles in the same arc. So first get this 65, then say 90, then get angle sum property, alternate angles, and you're sorted. Can you do it on your own? Begin. Come on, you should try on your own. You will get immense confidence then. So try it, because this is a revision exercise. I don't expect any of you all to copy these sums from the video, please. Okay, let's go. So number 1, angle DAC equals to DBC. Reason angles inscribed in same arc are congruent. Please write complete statement. Therefore angle, I wrote D instead of E. It should be EAC. Something has gone wrong with me today. EBC. Both sums start, I messed up. Okay, let me focus. I am sorry. So therefore EAC is equal to 65. So we managed to get this 65. Now for this 90. AEC equals to 90. Angle formed in a semicircle is a right angle. Write complete statement. And finally in this triangle, angle ACE will be 180 minus 90 minus 65. So how much will that be? So 70, 80, 90. So 25. So we managed to get this 25. So therefore angle ACE is 25 degrees. Last step, alternate angles. ACE is equal to DEC. Reason alternate angles. And final step, therefore DEC is equal to 25 degrees. That's it. Did you get it? Yeah, this is a good question from exam point of view. You can expect such sums for sure. Let's take the next one, sum number 6. This is a 2014 board question. Yeah, so you must get this on your own. Diameter BD, 58 is given, nothing else. Your target BDC. Very simple, 90 degree, because it's angle in a semicircle, and then angle sum property, I can easily find this. BDC was very simple. So let's get BDC and then we'll discuss it further. In the meantime, if you can get the whole thing on your own, nothing like it. So let's try it out. So number 1, I will say angle BCD is equal to 90 degree. Angle formed in a semicircle is a right angle. So I get this 90. Now for this one, angle BDC, that will be 180 minus 90 minus 58. So therefore angle BDC, so 90 minus 58 will be 32, 50, 80, yeah, 32. So we get this 32 as the first angle that was asked. Okay, did you manage the second one, BEC, as well? Superb. BEC, I'm drawing this as a hint for you. See, absolutely, that's a cyclic quadrilateral. So if this is 32, you can get the opposite angle, because opposite angles of the cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So let's hit it. So angle BEC plus BDC, 180. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Write the entire statement. Don't be lazy. You will learn it. So therefore BEC plus 32 equals 180. So finally BEC should be 148, 50 and 80. Yeah, that's correct. So I got BEC, the next part. And now the last part, BAC. Very simple. Angles inscribed in same arc. So I'm not teaching you this anymore, because I assume that you have already got this on your own. Angles inscribed in same arc are congruent. So finally, therefore, angle BAC also becomes 32. Oh, you used a different method to get this. Did you use cyclic quadrilateral opposite angles? No problem. You still get the same answer. Your marks are intact. The only thing is it becomes a little lengthy, 1 or 2 steps extra, but doesn't really matter. But you should get on your own. That's most important. Let's go with the next one. Sum number 8. Come on. The diagram is right in front of you, and it's not difficult either. AF is parallel to BC. This is 92. This is 20 inside. Your target is BCD, this angle here. So can you get this one? It's not difficult, but yeah, it's very logical. One of my favorite questions. Yeah. So come on, tell me how should we go about with this one? So this is 92. This is the target. I can get opposite angles, that is this one, and these two are parallel. So that gives me an hint. Yeah, the hint is this black line. Can you see the Z formation? Yeah. So alternate angles. So whatever is this supplementary, I will get that here. And when I add these two, I'll get the full angle. Why do I want the full angle? Any clue? Absolutely. Oh, you still didn't get it? Here, the final black box ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So exterior angle, perfect, equals to its interior opposite angle. There you go. Are you getting it now? So whatever you get this full angle, that will be equal to this angle. So come on, first get this, then alternate, then add, and finally this. So 4 parts. Part 1 opposite angles, part 2 alternate, part 3 this full angle, and part 4 exterior equals to interior opposite. So come on, let's see if you can write all the steps. So step 1, I will say angle ADC plus ABC equals to 180 degrees. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral. Please mention the entire statement. So 92 plus ABC equals to 180. So finally I can say ABC is equal to 88. So we managed to get this one as 88. Now use the alternate angle thing and then get the full angle. So I will say step 4, angle ABC, this one equals to angle BAF, alternate angles. So we get this one also as 88. So now the full angle. So therefore angle EAB, that will be 88 plus 20. So 108. And this 108 is equal to the interior opposite straight away. So finally I will say therefore EAB, this full angle, equals to BCD, exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is congruent to its interior opposite angle. And finally this will be equal to this. So therefore I can say BCD is equal to 108 degrees. Oh, did you write the entire thing on your own? Proud of you guys and girls. Brilliant. Good job. Let's go to the next one. Sum number 9. 9 is a good question, deceiving question. We've done this type before. I is the in center. In center means center of the circle inside, not the center of this big circle. So don't use any properties for the center of the circle of the big circle. DBC. Now in center, before we get for DBC, DBC is right here. Before that, in center means the center of the in circle. How do you get it? Means the 3 angle bisectors of triangle ABC. So AI is the angle bisector, BI will be the angle bisector if required, and CI also will be angle bisector. So think about all those properties and then go about it. So DBC, the first one, is right over here. DBC, how will I get that? So DBC will be equal to DAC, angles inscribed in same arc. To get DAC, say this is the bisector, so 33. Half ho jayega because I is the in center. So let's get this first part and then we look at the next 2 parts. So I will say I is the in center and therefore angle DAC is equal to half of angle BAC. DAC half of BAC. No need to give any more reasons because step 1 itself becomes your reason. Therefore DAC will be half of 66, that will be 33. So we managed to get this 33. This will be equal to this. So DBC equals DAC Reason angles inscribed in same arc are congruent. So therefore DBC becomes 33, and we managed to get our first answer, DBC. Now for the next one, IBC. IBC is over here. So BI is also the bisector. So obviously this is going to be 40. So that's very simple. So IBC equals to half of ABC. You can say since I is the incenter, and we shall manage to get the next one, IBC, which will be half of 80. So that is 40. So we get our second part as well, IBC, which is 40. Now the last one, BIC. So 66, 1132. Got it? If you got this way, 0 for the last part, because I is not the center of the big circle. Therefore I can't say angle at the center is double the angle on circumference. Not possible. That is why I said deceiving question, and every year I get children who do this wrong. Only method, get this angle, half of it get this angle, and then angle some property, get BIC. That's the only method. So first let's get ACB. So angle ACB is equal to 180 minus 80 minus 66. So that is 146. So 34 I guess. I want to be sure. So 60, 90, 100, 180. Perfect. So I got this as 34. So ICB will be half of that. ICB half of ACB. So half of 34, that is 17, since I is the incenter. And now you got this as 17, this as 40, so total 57. Apply angle sum property and get your last one. So let's take a fresh page. Step 10. So step 10, therefore angle BIC 180 minus 40 minus 17, so 11th. Therefore angle BIC 57. So 57 from 180, I guess 123. So let me be sure, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. So 180, perfect. So your BIC should be 123 degrees. Got it? So this last part is the deceiving part, which most of the students do it wrong. I want you not to do it wrong, yeah? Because I've already briefed you what is the catch. Next one, sum number 10. 10 is a good question. It is not in values, it's given in terms of x, but I'm sure we should be able to manage. You've been given this as x, your first target ABD, and the most important thing given to you is AB equals AD equals DC equals PB. These four parts are equal. So what is the property you're going to majorly use here? Congruent chords, very good, subtend congruent arcs, and congruent arcs subtend congruent angles on circumference. This time no center, circumference. So if this is x, this also is x. So we got this x, that's your first part. So you got your first part straight away. So only 3 steps. Say step 1, chord AB equals to chord AD equals to chord DC. Step 2, therefore arc BA equals to arc AD equals to arc DC. Congruent chords subtend congruent arcs. And step 3, therefore angle ABD equals to DBC. Congruent chords, arcs subtend congruent angles on the circumference, and therefore this will be x. If you want, you may not take this third chord, take only 2, that also will help you, because right now we just want these 2. So let's hit it. Chord AD equals to chord DC given, and therefore arc for AD, arc AD equals to arc DC. Congruent chords subtend congruent arcs. Further, so we got these 2 arcs equal. Now angle, so ABD equals to DBC equals to x. Congruent chords, arcs subtend congruent chords, angles on circumference, and therefore you got DBC or ABD also as x. So that's the first part that we were looking out for, ABD. Now APB, this is a task. APB, how are you going to get? So we managed to get this x. Alright. Now if you look at this triangle ABP carefully, this full triangle, this is the exterior angle. An exterior angle equals to sum of remote interior angles. Isosceles, so base angles are equal, so let me call them as y. So y plus y will be x plus x. That means 2y equals to 2x, so x is equal to y. So therefore this also will become x. Wait, I will help you. If you've not got it, let me write, that will help you to understand. So focus. So I will say in triangle ABP, this one, BP equals to BA, and therefore angle BAP equals to angle BPA equals to y. So we set these base angles as y. Now angle ABC is equal to BAP plus BPA. So exterior angle, this full angle equals to sum of remote interior. Reason, remote interior angle theorem. Therefore ABC is x plus x, or you can say 2x, and this is y plus y, or you can say 2y. So 2 gets cancelled, and finally x is equal to y. Now if x is equal to y, therefore this APB, which we have considered as y, also becomes x, because you have to give all the answers in terms of x. So finally I can say that therefore angle, step 9, therefore angle APB is equal to y, which is equal to x. So we managed to get both of these in terms of x now, so both are x. Yeah. Finally, prove that AP is parallel to DB. So DB is here and AP is here. So this is x. Can you see this Z happening? PABD. This is x. This is also x. Alternate angles. So by alternate angles test, the lines are parallel. So straight away say therefore PAB, that is this one, is equal to ABD is equal to x. Therefore AP is parallel to BD. Alternate angles test. Alternate angles test is the entire reason. When you're using alternate angles, you just say alternate angles. But when you're using them to prove lines parallel, you say test. Got it? Great. Finally, we go to the next sum number 11. 2 more sums to go. Yeah, this is a very good question. Very easy question. So I've given you the clue. I've given you the clue by joining BE. Your target is to prove that APE plus CQE is equal to 180. APE is here, CQE is here. The total of these two is equal to 180 is what you have to prove. That is supplementary. How? So look at this quadrilateral first. What quadrilateral is it? Cyclic. So this angle is equal to, superb, this angle. Why? Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral congruent to its interior opposite. So you just have to look at this and this circle, ignore everything else. So therefore this angle will be equal to interior opposite, and this plus this 180. So if this plus this is 180, this is equal to this, so this plus this also is 180. Association property, logic. Write it. If you don't get, I will help you, don't worry. So first I'll say angle APE is equal to angle EBC. This one equals to this one. No need to give any alphabets, just say opposite angles. Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral congruent to its interior opposite angle. So finally we got these two equal. Now we can say EBC plus not equal to plus CQE equals to 180. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. And now just change the names, that's it. EBC cancel in your mind and this will come here, that is APE plus CQE equals 180 from 1 and 2. And that's it. They wanted you to prove these two as supplementary. You did that. So say therefore angle APE and angle CQE are supplementary. And we are sorted. Simple 4-step question, but two properties straight away involved and both cyclic quadrilateral properties. So good question. Yeah. Last one, sum number 12, and then we will pause for this video. Come on. Can you get this last sum at least for me on your own? And if you get it, write it in the comment section. This is 32. Your target is to find this one. Sorry, not this one, this one. So I've given you the clue already. From here you come here, center circumference, and then linear pair, and you get BOC. Simple one, isn't it? Come on, write it. I thought I will not give you the clue. Sorry. So first one, angle AOC, double of angle ADC. This is double of this. Reason, angle at the center, whatever, write it down. So AOC, double of 32, and therefore I can say AOC 64. So you get this 64, and now say linear pair. So angle AOC plus angle BOC, this plus this, equals to 180. Linear pair. So finally AOC is 64 plus BOC 180, and therefore you can say BOC 180 minus 64, so 116, 60, 70, 80, correct. I think I am right, if I am not wrong, mistaken. 6 plus 4, 10, 1, 6, 7 and 1, 8, perfect. So 116 degrees is your final answer. How many managed? Homework, I am giving you the same sums, nothing new, so please practice them. Only then you will become a pro on this. Sum number 6, 9, 10 and 12.
Hope you had a lovely mathematics experience with the Rough Book, our learning companion.